The following internet content is rated Internet MA because fuck you, that's why.
There ain't no sponsors here.
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
So, two fat guys discuss present TaNgEnT.
Hello, my internet friends. Spook.
We're back.
Yeah, I guess.
We're back.
Yeah.
At the table we have Mr. B.
Yo.
Kat will be back one day when she's not sick. We have the mysterious Mr. Ron finally comes back. Has been seen since the Destiny video.
His second cameo.
His second cameo. You're like an official character in the Fat Guy cinematic universe. As always at the table, we have Mr. Cracker.
Just gotta give him a little boxer's robe.
I don't know why, dude. It's fun to do. And then me, the original fat guy.
I know.
Less fat nowadays guy. Less fat nowadays guy.
Swear to God, I'm starting to do that diet thing now.
Someone bitched about our videos.
Which one?
So someone bitched like they were all like, LOL. You know, you call they're like they used to be called Two Fat Guys Discuss. Bear disappeared. And then they're like, Craker exists because they needed another big guy. But me and Craker have been losing enough weight, and it's become a little obvious. They're like, you need two new fat guys.
You need to eat more.
Not just that, but that's the whole thing. Is like, drop the two fat guys by now. Drop the title. Just call it TaNgEnT.
TaNgEnT.
It's I can't. You
can't do it, man. You can't. I want to get stuck check.
Can't get it up.
Yeah.
I might though. I might.
You might be able to.
Stick her in her butt.
Yeah, you might if you do that. Stick her in your butt.
He's like, I do it now.
Anyway, so
TaNgEnT.
Look at that fart.
this is the Age of Ultron episode. But there's something else that needs to be talked about real quick first. So you found the gay game.
The gay game, the kill the fags game, is ridiculous. Like,
Stop the hate.
Just gameplay. Is gameplay. There's like, is it even like a functioning game?
Gameplay is like if Doom was mixed with like, I don't know,
Hate crimes.
hate crimes and
Postal. You just go around murking people.
No, really, it's just I'm trying to think of the game kind of like Frogger, like how the fucking logs go, but you're shooting at them. Like you get a bunch of stray people that are running around and whatnot.
It's a shooting gallery.
Yeah, you basically you have to shoot the right ones. Like, and if you don't shoot the right ones, you lose points. So basically, the wrong ones to shoot are the straight people, and you lose points if you shoot any of the straight people, which is a bunch of them that come zooming through the game. And you're standing there with this gun, and then you get pink guy in a dress, dude with a beard in a dress. It's like, you killed a tranny. You killed a fag. This fag is dead. And it's like, oh, you fucker, you killed a straight guy. And, yeah.
What the fuck?
Right.
So it's like
Christians made this.
It's like
Christians
dude, this is
made
what
this
Christian
game.
video game people is.
And they're the ones saying that games are violent and
I
protesting
wonder
against
why.
games and whatnot. Like, hey, GTA makes people kill and rob other people, blah blah blah. Like, and this game doesn't make people want to kill gays.
Like, I don't know.
Like after playing that, dude, I wanted to go gay bashing.
But
I really did.
remember, Pokemon makes you gay.
Yeah, but I started remembering the stuff like that. Like I like Pokemon and I like anime. Like man, it's okay. It's the dumbest game ever, really. And I also read on their website, the game creator's site, that they refused to get rid of the game and take that game down because like everyone has a right to do whatever the fuck they want.
That's
you
true.
know?
I mean, it is what it is.
But they're also making a game protesting
It's very
against
much
also that freedom of speech. So kind of they're hypocrites.
You know,
It's a hypocritical game.
I mean, it's
a good time.
Hey man, you could be a church going person and still be an asshole.
I didn't win though. I kept.
Is it
killing
very
everybody.
much okay? So like
I
you
kept
said,
killing
like
everybody.
Like, is it very much, you know, like you said, it's like a pink dude, like what are they just like walking around? Like,
Here's the gun. You're this gun. You're shooting in. You got these dudes running. They're all running across the screen and whatnot. And it's basically you're just clicking on it with the mouse and you're just trying to kill.
What do they have for graphics? Is what I'm saying.
It's more like like 8-bit graphics, like they're all like Minecraft.
Pixels.
Pixels. Pixels.
It's
It's
crazy.
shitty as graphics, dude. It's pixels. It's pixels.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a Newgrounds game, dude.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, it's like a Newgrounds. It's straight up like a Newgrounds game, dude. For real, I just thought about that. Yeah, dude.
I saw it.
That's how it plays.
That game should be on Newgrounds, dude.
I
It's
saw
not. It's not.
Because when I was waking up earlier,
Someone paid money for this game.
Right, the Christians paid money for this game, dude. It wasn't free. It wasn't put on. And it's
It's gonna pop
Newgrounds.
up on Steam now.
No, Steam refuses it.
They're like,
The game producers were actually trying to get it put up on
Oh,
Steam.
no
And they were
shit.
trying to get it. What other fucking?
Would you lose, Cranker?
I can't remember what other site it was that they can fucking put games and shit, like custom made games and shit like that on it. But bunch of sites that didn't know, they were denied. Everything.
So the Bethesda thing happened while we were gone.
Hmm?
The Bethesda thing happened while we were gone. Bethesda's like, we're gonna make you pay for mods. No, we're not. Never mind.
They saw the torches and pitchforks are getting out.
Yeah, the torches and pitchforks came out, and they're like, never mind.
Well, they're probably like, well, maybe if we like make them pay for mods, and if they just don't care or do anything, we'll just keep making them pay for mods. But like, as soon as someone's like, dude, this is fucked up, you can't charge people for mods. They were just free like a week ago. I was like, alright, sorry.
Yeah,
Well, it's like season passes with games, dude.
Yeah.
That shit's it's
Well,
so
they do-
bullshit.
have you
the
seen-
new thing? Yeah.
Yeah, games cost $100 now.
$100?
Have you realized? Okay, so you buy a game at launch.
Yeah.
Did you get the season pass?
It's $50.
Well,
and
that
then
makes
with
sense.
DLC.
That makes sense because
especially
I paid
pre-planned
$84.
DLC.
I paid $84 for Xenoverse 3 weeks before it came out, so that kind of makes sense because they considered it a bundle. A bundle.
You
But
got
you have
all
to,
this shit,
but the
yeah.
you don't get the bundle shit right away. It's in gameplay. You have to like unlock the shit in the game, but you have access to that shit. Like special types of armor, like
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4
like
Gogeta, like you have to unlock that in gameplay, but you get that.
Oh yeah, no.
So I think you get that with the Dragon Balls too, though. I don't know, but it's.
I don't know what the subject here is about, but they're finally gonna stop making people pay for the prescription fee for fucking Skyrim Online, pretty much.
You're just now realizing this?
No, it was just.
These are
I don't
really
know
old
if you heard
skills.
about it.
Dude, Elder Scrolls is got the announcement. Elder Scrolls was going free is old.
I know, but it was rumored, then it was announced, then they said that.
And apparently consoles got delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple months. I was like, I would totally play that if I didn't have a shit laptop. And then they're like, well, it's coming to console. I'm like, alright, cool, I guess.
Eventually,
I'll wait.
Well, no,
it might be the game to make the upgrade.
they advertised it as like playing consoles.
Well, Combat 10's pretty sweet.
Have you played it?
I have it.
Ultra.
It's pretty sweet.
We'll get to Ultron.
Did
we'll
you
get
get-
to Ultron.
I thought
Did
maybe
you
you forgot.
pre-order
No.
You didn't get Goro?
No.
I haven't seen.
No,
Goro
I
play that.
have Goro though, but I didn't pre-order it. But I have it. It's so.
Jay,
fun.
I'm very interested
I beat
to
his
see how
universe
Jason's
kind of
gonna,
bored.
Jason's gonna play in it.
Ultron.
Pirate.
Alright, matey. Man. I work at Steak and Shake.
Since 1934.
Fuck yeah, dude, I'm old as fuck.
There ain't no
man.
sponsorship.
Ain't no sponsorship.
Money welcome.
I love money.
Alright, so
I mean, donations welcome, I should start saying.
time to talk about the thing
Well, that's
that
a-
this episode is for. No more TaNgEnT. This is our crap review.
Language.
Spoilers of Age of Ultron.
Shut up.
So
fucking
yeah,
cat.
very first fucking
Shut
thing,
up, cat.
language. That's like the first joke in the fucking movie too, dude.
Language. Imagine him with Deadpool, dude. I saw a meme for that.
He just
the other
wrestles
day.
him to the ground and like just starts
Language!
wrestling.
Well, you bring up Deadpool. We'll talk about the who's all in this. So everyone, everyone from the first team's back. Plus we get a shit ton of cameos. We'll go through cameos first before we go to story. So War Machine shows up. That's badass.
Yeah,
It is pretty
A
badass.
bunch of war machines.
Well, no, we're straight up War Machine.
Yeah.
Roddy
Of course,
Roddy
he's
Rhodes
right.
shows up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
War
got-
Machine's supposed to be pretty sweet. I've seen the concept art for it.
Oh, dude, he looked nice. He looked real nice.
Strong as fuck, too.
Yep, and they finally got the turn on his back,
Yep.
like permanently.
Nice.
Then Vision's in this movie. Vision comes
Yeah.
up. Vision is introduced, solidified into the team and everything in this movie. Done extremely well for especially a character reveal, but it was very much written like they're like, all right, so if you know who the fucking Vision is, you completely understand his story arc. This is what we're gonna do too. So because you can't do Ultron and not have Vision,
Yeah.
especially with the way they wrote it. You know, Ultron went and attacked the fucking internet. They needed an AI in there, you know, no one's got a super, you know, they haven't introduced anyone with a superpower that can just like, I'm Super Omega Hacker Man. You know what I mean? Fucking plugs a USB into his neck.
Internet's your mind.
You know.
Oh god, that's disgusting. Why am I getting
I'm very happy with the way Vision looked.
Yeah.
They went, okay, so we're in a comic book universe, and they've dumbed down a lot of the costumes. You know, Iron Man's a very sleek costume. It looks very sexy. I will admit that Iron Man. It's not very clunky.
Bright red.
It's very very realistic. If you're gonna paint it red, you're not gonna have Hot Rod Camaro red on that bitch.
Right.
You know, so it looks good. You know, Thor is the only one that they kind of pushed to comic booky, but they're like fucking Lord of the Rings. You know, what do? You make the armor look badass as fuck. And then they got Chris Hemsworth, who is a living fucking tank to play him. So you can buy. Okay, that's a fucking god. Captain America is very modern day kind of combat armor-ish. You know, he's still got the paint job and stuff like that, but it's believable for a super soldier. You know, if that train of thought continued on. You know,
a little bit of flair thrown on.
You know, a little bit of flair that you know that's fucking Cap, but Black Widow in it, you know, in black leather. Scarlett Johansson, black leather. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
She kills everybody.
Assassin. It's
Assassin.
just an excuse to throw tight leather booties on a girl.
Ass in.
They do her backstory in this.
Ass in.
They do her backstory in this, and it's done very well. It shows her time as a teenager being brought up by the KGB in the Red Room, and how the fact that she's been sterilized because she wants to fuck Banner, and Banner's all like, oh, I'm scared. Fuck
Can't have kids.
Can't have kids. And she's
I'll
like,
kill you.
And she goes, can't get pregnant. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was like
That's essentially what that conversation
any
was.
regular guy would have been
If
like,
you boil it down.
all right, that was a dick invite.
Let's do this. Sex scene. Q.
Hawkeye's back. They do Hawkeye's back. We finally get to see what kind of Burton we're dealing with, because Burton in the comic books lasts, you know, as long as I can remember being a Hawkeye fan, so like about 5-6 years. He's always been like this bachelor playboy, kind of, you know, he's fucking a different bitch every week kind of guy.
It shows his family.
This is Clint if, you know, he settled down. Like, and the thing is
he was gonna quit. He was gonna quit.
Yeah, but the thing is he had the family already when S.H.I.E.L.D. picked him up, so he's not trick shot.
Yeah.
They don't set him up as his trick shot background. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Which is, you know, really fucking cool. They fucking Daphne from Scooby Doo, that she plays his wife. Oh, she's hot.
Speaking of trick shot, dead shot, Will Smith.
Yeah.
No, this is an Ultron episode. We'll talk DC another day.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, Ultron's in it. James Spader plays a beautiful fucking Ultron. I mean, it's a very synthesized voice. You can definitely tell, you know, so it can get that robot-y sound. But the performance he can play through the synthesizer, oh, yes. Beautiful. As good as Jarvis. I love the fact that when those two talk, dude. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm just like,
Well, I was born yesterday.
I love that he's like, you're so naive. And he's like, well, I was born yesterday. Fucking, who else shows up? Falcon shows up at the end of this. Because they set up kind of like the sub-Avengers. We'll talk about that story. Yeah, so Falcon shows up. And then
The Ragnarok trailer snuck in there.
Yeah, dude, Thor's entire, like, Scarlet Witch gets in his fucking head at one point in the movie, and they're like, she's implanting their worst fears or something, the darkest fears. And everyone they do extremely well. And I love how, well, my personal favorite was the Scarlet Witch versus Hawkeye in the Mind War, because she never gets in his fucking head. She comes up behind him and he sticks her with this arrow, and it like fries her brain for a second, so he can't get in. He's like, oh, mind control, I've done that. Fuck that, I'm good. I'm good. You know, he's like, you don't need to see my darkest desires, which sets up it's his family. You know, fucking Hawkeye's the only one with got a family, and fucking Nick went to the extent that Shield doesn't even know where they are. Nick knows where he is. Nobody in fucking Shield does. Maria Hill don't know where Avengers is. You know, but you know, so that's cool. Nick shows up. Maria Hill, of course, is in it because she's working for Stark. Anyone else show up in this? Well, we have Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
There was not the theory that Coulson might still pop up back in this.
No. I mean, to go off of what Kevin Smith said, it makes sense because yes, they talk about it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's apparently a big story, storyline.
Well, no, because they said that
Project Tahiti.
someone shows up because they like got leaked or whatever, and it's like once a S.H.I.E.L.D. person comes that they thought might have been dead or whatever, and comes in and they're like, everyone's like, Coulson.
Well, the thing is with the way they do fucking Winter Soldier, so we know Coulson's back. We know he exists in the MCU. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is supposed to be considered canon.
Well, he comes back because of Nick bringing him back with the alien DNA.
Well, the thing is, they set that up in Nick and
Tahiti's a magical place.
In the big cinematic universe, they just brought Resurrection back, or kind of.
You knew he was catching on as soon as he was saying that.
So, and what the thing is, if with S.H.I.E.L.D. being crumbled in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for people that don't, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, why would Coulson show up right now? Coulson would be hiding, you know what I mean? S.H.I.E.L.D.'s, the whole Hydra S.H.I.E.L.D. situation. So, I mean, and then we get the Iron Legion's in this movie. Now. You know what the Iron Legion is, right?
Yeah, like, what's his face? The dude with the dragon?
No. Iron Legion as far as Tony Stark's robot army.
Oh. Okay.
So, there's Tony Stark's robot army, because remember in 3 he sets up the Sentry program.
Yeah.
Well, it's an advanced version
which
of
they
that.
get taken over by Ultron.
Yep, they get taken over by Ultron. Those are the
remodified.
first ones.
Yeah, the first ones, and they were remodified.
And fucking the Avengers smashed the shit out of them real quick.
I love that they did the No Strings song in there.
Oh, dude, yeah, it
was beautiful played.
It was, and I love it. I love it in the movie. We get to hear the Pinocchio version, which if you think about it in a fucked up way, it wouldn't have been as powerful. But you know, they would have probably done something. But wait. Disney, you own us, right? Yeah. Can we see that CD, please? What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
Right.
You know they didn't pay for that. There was no royalties paid. You could fucking get Pinocchio, tickle everyone's childhood real quick.
Yo.
You know that's beautiful.
That was well played.
That's fucking beautiful.
At that point where you realize Ultron has daddy issues.
Yeah. Daddy issues.
No. It goes along with Disney. It's like
when he shows them though.
It's like what does Disney got against the happy family?
I do so I love how they review.
The parents always happen. That's why I thought they were gonna get DC for Batman.
Right.
The Mind Stone is official. We have 4 stones. The Infinity Gauntlet is officially 4 stones. We have 4 stones found. The Mind Stone's been found. Thanos is pissed at us.
They're dead. Their families are dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Yeah, Thanos is pissed.
They're just dead, man. Spider-Man too.
They're like, LOL, let's celebrate the raid.
Lose your parents.
In the movie. So this is a scene that I've heard people bitch about. I don't give a fuck. This scene is
death in
beautiful.
front of you, but it has to be
because
right.
they do.
It's always in front of them too. They all know.
The thing in there is like, if you look at the party, it's like you see supermodels, and you're like, these are Tony Stark's people, and then you just start seeing all these World War II vets sitting in the fucking club with them, dude, getting fucked up with them. I'm like, they invited Cap's friends.
Pete, can I have a cigarette?
Yes. But it's very much like, oh, they invited Cap's friends. And it would have been cool if they showed, like, they had that, like, I don't know if anyone from the Howling Commandos is still alive. but it would have been cool to have them there. Stan Lee makes his best cameo ever. He goes, fucking, Thor's all like drinking, and he puts little shit into his drink, and you gotta realize, did you realize, and then he's just putting shit, the Asgardian wine in his shit, and in Cap's shit, because Cap gets fucked up in this movie. It takes Asgardian wine to get Cap drunk.
I love that Jarvis picks up the fucking hammer.
Oh, well, no, it's during
Thor didn't say shit. He didn't say shit.
But the thing is, the best thing about it was the drinking game.
Right.
They're like, okay, everyone try. So fucking, they're like, okay, Hawkeye, you first, you know. The family's just chilling on the fucking table. Hawkeye goes over there and he's just like, grrr, nope. And fucking like,
Iron Man upgrades his shit and then tries again. It's like,
fucking,
no.
well, who else was it say? He goes, it's Banner does it then and tries to pull a joke. He's like, grrr, and he goes, ah! And everyone just looks at him like, shut the fuck up, you nerd. And then, Black Widow does not try it. She goes, oh, I know I'm not worthy, or some bullshit like that.
She kind of plays it off like I'm not into these kind of games.
You know, and then fucking, because Maria Hill doesn't try either.
She wanted to.
Fucking Tony Stark gets up, he's like, alright, fuck it. He undoes his suit, and he just puts his hand on it, and he goes to lift it, and he's like, I'll be back. He goes back with the Iron Man gauntlet, and then the next scene is him and Rhodey, both wearing the fucking gauntlets, trying to pull this fucker up. Are you even fucking pulling? Cap walks up, it fucking it shifts in his hand. And then, you know, it drops for a second, and then you see Thor go.
Yeah, he got worried for a second. You almost lost his
I like how he played it off, too.
Yeah.
So I come to find out, apparently Cap has wielded the hammer at one point in time.
There's actually a whole comics series of Cap with Thor's hammer. Yeah.
Nice.
Shield,
Yeah.
You can definitely tell during the beginning raid. I know we're not going in order. Fuck it, it's our review. That they've been practicing. Thor and Cap they've been practicing, because at one point, you know, they're like, fucking, take out that banner, and then these reinforcements come, and all these motherfuckers with the tank shows up, and goes, fucking Cap, and they come in a straight line at him, and fucking Thor and Cap are just bullshitting.
They're like, look, they even licened up the straight line for us.
He's like, fucking, just Cap pulls up the fucking shield real quick, fucking, bing! Anyways, as we were saying. So these guys have fucking been, you know, doing shit. Stan Lee's all like, he's in the scene with the Asgardian wine, and he's like, they're all like, he's like, this was not meant for mortal men, blah, blah, blah. And fucking, Stan Lee's like, neither was Omaha Beach, son. Pour me some. So fucking, he's like, I can handle it. And they show him like 10 minutes later getting escorted out the party, like, drunk as a skunk, like, Excelsior! Best Stan Lee cameo ever. Make Stan Lee the Watcher, please. He deserves it. So, you know, and then fucking later on in the movie, fucking the hammer's sitting there, and Vision picks it up. He just walks up, you gotta love how, you know, they were sitting there, we all knew the Vision was being created, and the only way the Vision was gonna be created is like, in the movie is, Ultron wants a new body, so he's creating the vibranium body, and that, you know, ultimately becomes Vision. And then because we know that, dude, oh my god, the whole cocoon scene just felt dragged out, but it was beautiful to watch. They're like, the cocoon scene, they're gonna, you know, fucking the cocoon takes too long. What do? We'll send Cap, Hawkeye, and Widow after him. Oh, well, that's not going to be very good. You know, Cap's going to fight Ultron the whole time. We'll introduce Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch switching sides on this. I like that. Quicksilver was done pretty good. As far as it looking beautiful, yes, first class, you win. As far as making Quicksilver's speed look amazing with the whole, oh god, they're shooting at us, they're in the fucking cafeteria, he puts his music on fast forward, and he's just walking around, moving the bullets and adjusting everyone so everyone fucks each other up. And everything's going in super slow-mo around him, which is cool. But we didn't get to see him in actual, like combat. We got to see him show off. Versus, in this movie, we get to see him in combat. It looks beautiful. It looks real good. Because what they do is they'll line up like 30 of the motherfuckers and just have them run straight. And you just see them explode.
When he gets shot in the shoulder by the cop after you hear him, cease fire! Boom! He gets hit in the shoulder, he goes, and then the cop's like, like, sorry, dude.
Spoilers!
Yeah, waivers.
Quicksilver did smirk!
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Australian for spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Yeah, so Quicksilver gets fucked up.
Whoa!
They're saying the theory is he's not dead, which
he's not dead. He's not dead.
Which I mean, is what it is. It'll make for a nice scene in the future. Where they go with it. Fucking, you're a dick, Sad. No one wants your toxic vapor.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants it.
You're not Aaron Burr.
I'm not trying to be that faggot.
But
well, hey, I'm smoking his stuff, man. Buy his stuff. It's actually pretty cool, except for if you leave it in your car overnight, kind of goes bad.
Yeah. So big battle is Chitauri Part 2.
Atari Part 2. I like Atari.
Just for the fact that it's the Avengers versus Ultron's robot army. Chitauri Part 2.
It's kind of like an Atari game.
And the only unfortunate thing, until they do Thanos, I mean, unless they do super, oh my god, monster.
I do like how that they spelled out Thanos with
Iron Man and Friends.
The gems itself, like where they're leading to with it.
Yeah, for the people that aren't familiar with it, for the more mainstream audience, I love how they do it. Because they're like, oh, they're doing Thanos, they're making them so background, they gotta do something. It's like, dude, we know, us the nerds know what's coming. Yeah. We the nerds knows what's up.
Yeah.
And
what's up?
And officially with this movie, Thanos is Pistons.
The fans are trying to get in.
Obviously.
They're trying to get us. They
Don't
want us for our bodies.
Seriously.
They want us for our bodies. They want us for our bodies.
Please.
The fans.
It's the fans.
The fans, man. She just
don't react to her. Sorry. Dogs being annoying.
Reaction.
But yeah, so,
causes action.
It's Chitauri Part 2.
Reaction.
Thanos is pissed, though.
So there's no point. It's just nice to look at.
Yes, it's very pretty. Very pretty. I love how they very much, Iron Man isn't in the very much, he's not in the climax very big. He is and he isn't. I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up and the Ultron army starts attacking the helicarrier. Yeah. And then we get to see fucking War Machine come in and just start fucking shit up. And then Iron Man's fucking shit because he's trying to figure out, okay, let them take care of Ultron. I'm going to figure out, because he essentially uses comic book technology to lift a huge city and turn it into a meteor, and his plan is to throw it into the earth and make an extinction event. So Tony's doing everything in his power to figure out how to stop that.
You like it? Iron Man 3, my evil stepchild.
The Hulkbuster armor, dude, is fucking awesome.
That's Iron Man 4. They already did 3.
No.
Veronica and Iron Man.
That wasn't a movie. That wasn't a movie.
The Hulkbuster.
What are you talking? Are you talking about the joke?
The scene in general, dude.
Oh yes, the beautiful fucking Hulkbuster Hulk scene. Yes. And we get to see the
Hulk versus Iron Man.
You actually got to see that the motherfucker had enough power in that suit to knock out one of Hulk's teeth, and he goes, and he immediately goes, sorry.
It just keeps getting. The more he gets pissed, the stronger he gets.
Well, I think it was at that point fucking Tony realizes Banner's not inside.
Yep.
He's not dealing with Banner. Banner's not in
he's
control at all
right now.
His greatest fear is the Hulk.
Yep.
Fucking. So he's fighting him, and I love how the Hulkbuster eventually takes him out with much fucking frustration and doubting. Hulkbuster does take out the Hulk with an assist.
I do like at the end though when Hulk takes the shit and goes off into space, like that leads up to.
No, he's not in space. He's down in the Caribbean.
It crashes in the
It crashes in the Caribbean. They think.
Yeah.
I think Hawk went home. That's my theory. To his hometown where he was born.
Yeah.
It's very much, and
He's
it
been
draw.
talking about it,
It's
he's been wanting it, you know.
and the thing is I mean, they set up the thing is Natasha's gonna go for him. Natasha's gonna look for him. Black Widow's supposed to get her own movie. Tell me that the Black Widow movie wouldn't be a badass fucking little love story for the chicks. Not trying to be sexist, but throwing a badass little love story for the chicks. She's hunting down Ben, and you make it a badass action film, you know, but you just gender swap that shit.
I wouldn't watch it.
You wouldn't watch it?
No. I would probably
Scarlett
get...
Johansson, dude.
Oh.
I'm not saying go to theaters. I'll buy it on DVD.
I'd be bored with it. Like, oh, this is a love story. It's...
Still better than Twilight.
It still would be better.
It'd be better than Twilight.
Yeah.
You ever find a bunch of enhanced on the way?
I did watch Twilight,
Sorry.
so I guess I would go see it. We want money for that. I want money.
So they set up a big fight.
Donations.
They win, of course. Quicksilver dies. Scarlet Witch goes OP.
Yeah, I'm thinking about setting up that.
Like super OP, because they set up all their twins, so when
One dies.
You're watching
so, yeah. Plus the fact that she's ultra tense too, because she knows he's dead. So that doesn't help.
You know who else
You
is dead?
lonely board.
You know who else they know who's dead? My mom! Okay.
The way they end it though, they basically set up the Infinity War is gonna have a big roster, and we may get Infinity War 1 with a different Avengers roster because of the way they end it. Tony says he's cashing in his chips. He's walking away from the Avengers for now. You know,
out.
I'm gonna go work on the Sentry program and stuff like that. I'll support you guys that way. But as far as active duty,
Yeah.
I'm back to being
He
a
was still
consultant.
at that point. He was still reflecting back then. He's gonna be the one that gets them all killed and lives.
And he's very much, he's seen his dark future in the movie where it's his fault everyone dies. Tony dooms us.
But regardless, he's gonna do them anyways. So.
Well, I mean, he, in all reality, but the thing is, that the way they set it up too is like, you cause this, and he's walking away from active duty. Thanos shows up. We're gonna get an armor upgrade. We're gonna get an armor upgrade.
That's probably what he's gonna be working on. I need some more badass fucking armor. It's gonna
because
be like,
he's like, but he's also
Ultraman T the fucking
but
shit.
he sets up Civil War, but at the same time it also sets up
Ultraman.
Tony's finally he's thinking bigger than just we need to protect home. There's that shit up there after us. So Tony.
If anyone would know, it would be him. Riding that portal.
Yeah. He uses that too as a guilt trip in the movie. He does. He uses it as a guilt trip. He's like, oh wait, did you fucking ride a nuke through a black hole into sleep space?
Not knowing you were gonna come back.
I never heard that story.
Ice cream.
Because Banner was the Hawk the entire time.
Yeah. Fucking. So it's they do that. Fucking Thor's entire fucking dream is a setup for Ragnarok in a beautiful way. It was a good how long would you say Thor's flashback scene is? Almost maybe a minute and a half of pure just on screen.
Good trailer.
Good chunk, yeah.
Trailer launch.
Dude, that dude.
Teaser
we just got a teaser trailer for Ragnarok.
Spoiler.
It looks beautiful. That's the way they.
Have you seen the trailer for that one yet?
For Ragnarok?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the official one yet.
Watch it.
So, and then so at the end of the movie, because they set up Hawkeye, he's married, all that stuff. He doesn't get mind controlled. Cap, I love how they do Cap too.
One guy talks to the three listen.
You gotta love the fact because they showed Cap's deepest, darkest desire.
Out in front of the movie theater of Age of
He's at the.
Go see my movie 2016.
Party
to look up a sign, do dress up like that.
She's like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
So like,
you owe me that dance, Steve. As soon as he goes to dance, he turns around real quick and the hall's empty. They're finally, it's Cap straight on that first feeling of, they've sold Cap as a character. It's the first time that, we see Cap's trying to deal with he's a soldier on his time. And they even talk about it like, they're like, could you, he's like, this is what you wanted, Steve, you can walk away at this point, at the end of the movie, he's like, you can walk away. Wife, kids, stuff like that, in the normal life. Because he got to see Hawkeye and Hawkeye's family, and he's like, this is what I wanted. This is what I fought for, you know what I mean? And he's like, but he's looking at the world how it is now, and he's like, the guy who went down in the ice 75 years ago, yeah, he would have loved that, but the guy who came out of the ice, it's a different guy.
Yeah, I thought
they're very much setting up, they're doing exactly what they do.
What?
Cap's not a great what America is now. Remember, this was the
How did you get pocket bite?
But at the end of the movie, so Hulk's gone.
Or something like
Tony
that.
walked away. They show Bert
Why are
goes
you
back
telling
home.
me?
He's hanging out with the
I got a
wife.
flashlight the other day.
So we get to kind of set up.
It feels flashlight.
He's around. He just went home.
Man,
He's not working right now. And he very much treats it like that. It's his job with him and his wife and his relationship too. It's like the kids don't know daddy's office. They're kind of isolated. And if they do, it's not like daddy's alright. Daddy murders
It goes
people
like 35 miles an hour.
But fucking it's sitting there, he goes home and
Yeah, go
very
45
much.
seconds.
He's like,
Keep it on
he's even
State
talking.
Street,
At one point, they were looking out the
State
window.
Streets.
He's like, when I started this shit, I was protecting people, but what kind of use am I when and he looks outside and it's Tony and fucking Cap going, when I walk among gods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, you think you're crazy for doing this? And he's like, come on, I'm fighting robots with a bow and arrow.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's like after because she's like no, you're the reason. Basically tells him like she's like I do my best. She's like no, if you're not there, it doesn't put anything for them in perspective either. Which makes sense if you think about it. You do have these characters that are gods. They form these terrific relationships, whether it's professional or personal,
and they're good at combat too, and they can read other people in combat, and they know where they need to be and where they can step in. So
the
if
thing
they're
is,
not in it, it makes sense.
I love how Avengers 2 completely spits in the face of Man of Steel. Man of Steel happens, what do we see the army do? Nothing. What do we see anybody else fucking do? Nothing. But what happens? Fucking Zod and fucking Superman tearing through fucking downtown Metropolis, wrecking shit and killing fucking thousands.
Oh yeah.
There's no showing of the civilians getting out of there. Fucking the Avengers, they're fighting the robots and doing evac, dude.
Yup.
Fucking they show up and they're like, okay, so
get the fuck out. We're gonna destroy this shit.
They basically show up and fucking like they're like, okay, they get there and fucking it's like Thor. Is it Thor ordered first to go after Ultron or something like that? They send one of the big guns after Ultron himself. Like
I was running back.
Iron Man. It's Iron Man at the beginning. He's like, just buy time. Buy time. And then Ultron's daddy's issues come out. While he's buying time, fucking Captain everyone's wrecking little guys. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Go. Run. They try to evac the city before the shit even goes down.
Start 4.
They're like, this city is about to get fucked.
The Quicksilver part, where he runs into the police station and goes, the city's about to be under attack. Everyone evacuate. And they just go.
Everyone just looks around. He comes back with an AK. He's just like, better get off your asses. Come on.
Then fucking just tosses the dude the AK for taking off.
Quicksilver's time to shine on me was great in combat. I think the change of heart scene with the fucking train, that was great because it's one that they're fighting on a bullet train. And then bullet train fucking, I don't remember exactly what happens, but is now out of control at top speed. On the bullet train, shit ton of people, Cap, Natasha, Ultron himself. Okay, so Ultron goes away, now they have to deal with this fucking bullet train going away. Fucking,
Thanks, Ultron.
Fucking, so, blah, 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 we're doing this side switchy thing. He tells Quicksilver, he's like, your job, he's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, your job is to get everyone out of the way of this fucking train. So he's max speeding this shit in front of him, just shoving people out the way. You just see him zigzagging in front of the train for about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. You just see people that just randomly
stop, he's like sitting there, he's
dude's fucking exhausted.
Fucking alright? I'll be alright.
Whedon kills off Quicksilver in the movie too, which, sets it up.
There was even the whole after the thing of like everyone guessing Quicksilver wasn't on that list, and like that's the reason why they had that part. Was like, I bet you didn't see that coming, if you.
But they all, they also set up his powers. He's also got the super high metabolism. They can play it off the ceiling factor. He's out for now. He'll come back later. Either way, I look forward to seeing him. That'd be cool.
Because they left him behind as dead.
The way they set up Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in this, even though they're mutants in the comic book, but fuck it, we're gonna put them on screen. They're like enhanced. What's enhanced? Okay, so genetically modified humans. Okay, who started it? Hydra. Boom, done. Over with. Ken.
It's playable.
They use the Tesseract. They use the Tesseract energy or the Mind Stone gem, they had the Tesseract when they started.
Yeah.
Which we come to find out is one of the Infinity Stones. The Tesseract itself is an Infinity Stone. So Earth. Well, no, who's in possession of the Tesseract right now? Is it Asgard?
Asgard.
So Asgard's got a stone. We have a stone.
Well, no.
I thought
they deliver it to the Collector in the end. That's their hidden scene. Is when after Asgard gets.
Okay. So Collector has a Tesseract at one point. But we don't know if he still has it because the attack on his compound.
The Asgard has the ether.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asgard has ether. They have the ether.
That's why they couldn't keep both of them in the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
The risk was too great.
So we have the Mind Stone, blah, 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 blah. 4 stones have been introduced into the world. We know there got to be at least 5. Technically there's 6, but there has to be at least 5 for the gauntlet to make sense visually.
It was like
the 6th
even if you don't have this, even if you don't have the center one. In one of this.
Yeah. The Mind Stone fits in the top of the gauntlet, and then it's what? Orange, blue, purple, white.
So.
Something like that. Bananas!
Thanos is pissed. Oh, I love... The way they show Thanos being pissed is so well done. Because they do it as the hidden scene. And it's not like, Thanos. Someone reports to him like, Thanos. And he just sits in a chair and he's like jerking it. Like, we see before. No, we just see... They show the golden gauntlet without the stones in it. Sitting there on a pedestal.
Yeah.
He comes up into focus, puts his hand out, and he raises the gauntlet to his hand, and his full body on a shot at Thanos. He goes, fine, I'll do it myself. So it's not even so much, you're like, well, then they gotta set up Guardians. It's like, the Guardians don't have to cross paths, but we don't have to have the Avengers Guardians crossover. We don't have to have it. If it happens, fucking awesome. Yeah. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. Because Thanos gives it to Loki.
I bet you I will.
And gives him his army. And the first time we piss off Thanos is in Avengers 1.
Yeah.
I gave you this army, and now you've become a pain in my fucking neck.
Well, he's already got beef with Earth because the nuke going through.
Yeah. Yeah, blowing up a portal tends to piss you off.
Fucking Earth. What's wrong with you, Earthlings?
So shit like,
Duh.
and now Ultron happens.
Fucking
and it's like, Ultron wasn't sent by fucking Thanos. You can kind of say it was because Ultron's built was in the fucking Loki Pokey Stick blue gem.
Yeah.
It was the Mind Stone's fucking some shit, basically.
It's like
so then that gets wiped out.
Asgard doesn't even like you.
Oh, great.
They
the
don't
stone's
they
now
just feel
protecting
sorry for you
Earth,
and help you
the
out.
stone's
Thor
gonna
does.
have an entity.
That's
We
about
find
it.
that out with the ether.
Well,
And how the purple stone kind of possesses the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
So, real quick, does anyone
What do
understand?
they do for us?
Do you understand what the fuck? So the purple stone, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh well, we're gonna hold hands and share the love. Where the fuck's the stone?
In Star-Lord's hand.
Star-Lord.
At the end of the fight, no, they turn it over to
Nova Corps.
Yeah.
So Nova Corps has this.
Nova Corps has the Dark
Okay.
Stone.
That can explain what happens, because if they do what I think they're doing, Thanos comes for that stone and fucking just demolishes Nova Corps right there.
Because Nova Corps is weak. Nova Corps is really weak right now from the attack on Ronan. So I mean they could do it. They could do it. They don't have to do it because Thanos is already pissed directly with us. Thanos know the Guardians exist.
Well, obviously they have the stone.
You know, on top of the fact that, you know, they beat the shit out of Ronan, who, you know, worked for you, so he tends to keep track of who defeats his soldiers to look out for it.
And they killed his one daughter and turned the other one.
Yeah. So, you know.
Well, not really. They're more like fucking trained assassin trophies.
They're TaNgENT's daughters.
Yeah.
You know, it's where, you know, it may not be daddy, but it's
He can't have kids.
I can't use
That's why he adopts.
Who the fuck's gonna fuck that ugly bastard, dude?
Rape.
I'm sorry, man. Unless it's rape, dude, TaNgENT say get in the pussy.
Rape.
You ugly son of a bitch.
God's rape all the time.
So they set up some. they plant the seeds of Civil War hardcore.
They did. It's fucked up.
Yup. How do you think she got pregnant?
Right.
You know, they set the
I didn't
seeds
think
of Civil
Jesus
War.
was born.
They hardcore do the teaser trailer for Black Panther.
First rape baby.
They do. Have you heard about this? So the teaser trailer for Black Panther is this. Okay. So Ultron's like, I want vibranium. I want a body made of vibranium. Where do you go to vibranium?
Sisters.
Wakanda.
Zeus.
It's the only place
Zeus
where it
is
exists.
the king of all of it.
Well, we're not going to go
Oh,
directly
yeah.
to Wakanda.
Your husband
We're
don't
going
like
to
me?
name drop
Come down and fight
And the
We're
main
gonna
villain,
make
the
me a
claw
devil
guy
guy,
in
bitch.
Black Panther, is played
Let's
by
do
Andy
it.
Serkis.
Thunderbolt.
This motherfucker shows up in Avengers 2
I love how in
first.
any story, like fucking
He
Zeus
shows
is the one
up.
that has demigods and
Right.
shit.
Ultron rips
But,
off
like,
his
no one
arm.
knows about
That's
it.
why he has the hook.
Everyone else is
Okay?
running around.
They set it up that he's the one that what's his face is pissed
Well,
at
I know
because
that
he's
one
got
and
the
that
brand on his neck already. He's already been to
Perfect,
Wakanda
perfect.
once.
He's like, I lost count. Which one is this?
Black Panther movie's already set up. There's a teaser trailer.
So Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna stop the camera
Oh,
and we can talk DC.
I'm getting this out now.
Ultron. Go see it in theaters.
Go
Yes.
see it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Worth money. Go if you're in Salino. It's
just avoid
$5.50 on Tuesdays at the mall.
$5.50 and just
Good show for
avoid the mall actually, man, because they oversold and some people.
Oh, dude,
Mommy.
they oversold.
Mommy.
Yeah, John was telling me.
Oh, dude, that was hardcore. But it was an enjoyable experience. I didn't have no one was being. There was no dicks in that movie theater.
Yeah, they went to go see Avengers.
Everyone put their fucking phones away.
Dude, I didn't hear a fucking phone go off. There was one cry kid. That dude was out in 13 seconds.
I'm not saying which row he was in or anything, so they can't narrow his ass down, but there was a guy with a fucking camera there.
Oh, dude, I saw 3 people recording it. And I'm like,
let me get a copy later. How good your quality? You got 1080p?
got that random fucking copy over here. James laughed. Yeah, because he sees the camera. I don't know why I'm
They see kids that go with her sometimes.
Every joke.
They have kids do that shit.
Every joke, everybody laughed at every fucking joke, and it wasn't stupid either. Like, we had those stupid, like, the long laughs, like, dude, shut the fuck up. They're like, everyone's like, they're just gonna be snuck in the casual dialogue. Go, ha-ha, they'll give us a laugh break, but shut the fuck up, because we'll miss something.
And we're recording, shh.
So, yeah, no, fucking...
Yeah, man.
The matchups they do in that, that movie was just well done. I love the little Hawkeye, fucking Quicksilver, pseudo old man, young boy thing, because there's
They have 3 black men in this.
They show Quicksilver kind of beat the shit out of fucking Hawkeye the whole
Falcon
time.
and War
And
Machine.
his joke is,
That is true.
didn't see that coming, did you,
Less
old
of a
man?
minority,
Yeah,
I
no.
guess.
Yeah.
They don't have that many Asians,
fucking,
though.
God, dude.
What's up
Fucking-
with that?
And he comes and he saves
Dude,
his
most
sister,
of the doctors
goes to get
were
his
like-
sister to the fight.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to make it to the fight in time.
What about
Carrier,
Canadians?
blah, blah, blah.
Asian know they're
Comes, picks it up,
What about
picks up
Canadians?
the sister.
Hey.
Crack stroke on Hawkeye.
Oh,
That's
yes,
after
they do.
the,
Canadians.
if you go out that door,
Russians.
you're an Avenger.
Yeah,
Fucking,
Canada doesn't exist.
he's like, and then Scarlet Witch goes out the door and blah, blah, blah. He goes, okay. And fucking Crack stroke goes running away and fucking Hawkeye pulls out an arrow and gets a bead on the back of his head. He's like, no one would ever fucking know.
Last time I saw fucking Ultron was sitting on top of him. I don't know. He's all winded like old man.
Oh, dude.
He was like, I hate you, little bastard. Especially because he kept calling him old man.
Oh, dude, yeah. He calls Clint old man like 4 fucking times this movie. He's like, oh, dude, I could drop you. I could drop you and no one would care.
So he was coming right at me.
But that's what it's gonna be. So at the end of the movie, so Hulk's gone. So we get this new Avengers team, which will probably open Infinity War with, which will be cool because this team starts. We'll see that we know what's gonna happen. If it is, this team's gonna get its ass kicked a little bit, and then we're gonna see a big time Avengers fight, which an extended roster versus Thanos. I'll take it. Because Thanos isn't going to come alone. So a lot of people's going to get delegated to fucking army duty, but guess what? They're going to look good doing it.
Does it get editing software? Put it on a little small box, have credits rolling.
But, so at the end of the movie, they're like, Cat talks to Natasha, blah, 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 blah. In a weird way, he goes, I'm sorry about Banner.
Robin Williams.
Because he knows, you guys are so fucking cute. And because he tells Banner too at one point in time, he's like, you see what's going on there. He's like, what do you mean with Natasha? And Banner's playing it off like, oh no, she's not interested in me type thing. And Cap goes, no, don't let Betty go. Basically,
Yeah.
you don't let Betty go. You don't miss your Betty, dude. This is your chance to be,
Get it
Betty.
back. Cool.
Which is crazy because if you think about it, in the comic books, fucking Hulk's girlfriend is Betty Ross, I think that's her name.
I have not seen.
No, it's not Betty Ross. No, is it?
I've seen.
I don't fucking know, but his bitch, it has the same name.
Dude, we gotta get one of those fucking
Caps, and it's kind of weird in that way. But so they do that whole flirt thing.
I do have one.
Natasha's at the end, like
I just have
staring
to
at the
reassemble
wall.
it,
He's like, well,
actually, I have an old metal snare that
I
have
we
a
can get
real
to
top
work.
to
He's
go
like,
onto
either
it.
way,
I've
doesn't
seen
matter
so
to
many of
me.
those, and I think I saw
I understand what you're going
Something
through.
you're just saying,
You
like,
just
oh,
basically got
Yeah,
done.
Like David showed that zombie hammer.
And he goes into the room. He's like,
Okay,
well,
so
who's
like the rest of
he's
the
left.
stuff,
He left. Well,
like
who do we
a
got
soldier,
left?
so
And he
the
walks into the
axe
room,
on
and it
one
shows
side,
up.
one side of
Rhodey
the-
Rhodes is sitting there,
And a
and
stick on the bottom.
in War Machine. So we have War Machine. Of course, Sam Fisher shows up wearing the wings. Falcon's
everywhere.
Falcon's here. Scarlet Witch is of course there. And then who
Bitch.
else was there? Somebody else there.
Aunt
Vision
Flo.
was there.
Aunt Flo.
Vision was there.
Aunt Flo.
It was one more.
Which part?
Aunt Flo.
The end. The very end.
War Machine was there. You don't see Falcon.
No, Falcon shows up at the end.
I don't know.
At the end when he's like, well, who? He's like, well, Banner's gone, blah blah blah. Well, who do we have left?
No, because he
And
grabbed the
right
armor,
before he
was
says-
like thinks it was just armor sweet because all his wasn't he supposed to be wearing a different armor?
Who? War Machine?
Was it War Machine that was supposed to be wearing a different armor?
War Machine has
Falcon
The
was
War
still
Machine
just
armor.
the wings. He never suited up.
he shows up with the wings.
Yeah, but I
But they don't
thought
have him,
Stark
like-
did something to his suit though.
Not yet.
No, I thought that's why because he said thanks to Stark for.
I think he let him keep it, or he bought it from him. It's his fucking suit.
Right.
Technically, it's Rhodey's suit, but he's been using it to protect, in the military and stuff like that.
right.
He's even trying to tell War Machine stories, which are far less eventful. Like he's like, this dickhead fucking general's like, bring me the tank. So I fucking drop the tank at his feet, like, cause I'm a fucking War Machine. He can pick up a tank and drop the tank at his feet. And it kills him with everyone else, but Thor's like, yeah, fucking, woo. He's like, I'm about to be some fucking stories, assholes. Scarlet Witch is
You remember that Marley used to do over there?
The girlfriend
Fuck that guy.
comparisons between Stark and fucking Thor. Jake's better.
They do the whole word. They bring up, why doesn't the girls ever show up in the Avengers film? Penny's in Avengers 1 for like 35 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
But Jane hasn't been in Avengers field. She shows up in Thor. Why is she not in Avengers? Where's your girlfriend's at? And they're talking. It's Maria Hill and who's the other one? Is it Romanoff? They're talking to Maria Hill and who's the other chick that asked?
Maria!
Because there was two people. It was Rhodes. I think it was Rhodes, and they're like, yeah, Nobel Peace Prize and shit like that. They talk up their chicks like, oh fucking, and then at the end they're like, no, my chick's better. one of my favorite laughs in an
Did
action
you know
scene happened.
they shared this story of Jane with the ether and
Yep, they've talked.
the experiments that Pepper went
Jane
through.
says.
So it's very much, one up girlfriend type thing. Cool.
Yeah.
Nods to the chicks.
Still better love story than Twilight.
Still brother love story than Twilight.
Why-
They stay in the
Everyone,
kitchen.
oh, there's a lot of questions going around like that. Like, oh, he goes off by himself. I was like, because from his point of view, she just kind of like tried to kill him a little bit there, just to get the hawk out, which he's been trying to prevent. And that's why he goes off in the distance.
Well,
And that, and people seeing that.
well, the thing is okay. Well, we do lullaby in the beginning of the movie. It goes very successfully. And then this whole relationship, he starts developing feelings for her type thing happens. And the lullaby, the thing is at first the lullaby is not working. When she first shows up, oh dude, Hulk just ignores her completely. He's not captivated, so Banner's not completely in the driver's seat right now. It takes a second, like longer than earlier. And the thing is, it takes a while. It's a.
It takes an entire fight and a building
Building.
to get him to snap back.
Well, when he's Savage Hulk, when the witch is in his head, oh dude, they don't show what the Hulk is thinking.
Because it's himself.
It manifests like his anger.
It's
The
himself.
hawk took over.
Yeah, he's afraid of the Hulk, dude, and that's what it showed.
Oh, yeah, I fucking
the Hulk
love-
destroyed.
okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So yeah, Savage Hulk comes out, dude. Fucking one of my best favorite laughs I've ever had was when he knocks out his tooth. He doesn't say how he knocks out his tooth, which is the best part ever because it's literally punch, punch, punch. Oh, fucking the armor, the armor's on top of armor. Destroys his fucking arm after he fucking throws a traffic light in the back of the armor and disables the arm. Starts beating his ass. He's like, fucking seriously? Fucking gonna stab me in the back, Banner? You're a dick! Because he still thinks he's fighting Banner.
Yeah.
And then he sheds the fucking armor and the Hulk's beating the shit out of him. It's like it fucking builds the hand, fucking knocks his ass across the way. Gets all, the Hulkbuster armor is up in the Hulk's ass and he gets him pinned and he's like, go to sleep, Hulk, go to sleep. He's like, well, I've knocked you out before. God knows this is what these motherfuckers have been doing in between movies. They've been out in the middle of test grounds and fucking sparring. I'll solve your big green guy issue because all it does is make my shit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to continue to improve, put you down, which is the whole reason behind the Hulkbuster armor.
Yeah.
But, so he makes fists, knocks him out, gets the upper hand in the fight, and starts punching the guy. But then you realize, wait a second, this is a suit of armor, and you're looking at the guy who doesn't just punch, 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 punch. You're like, this is a suit of armor. What the fuck? He's not like swing. He doesn't need to swing, and you realize the arm is this humongous pneumatic jackhammer just going beating the shit out of him. And then that's when he stops and spit out the tooth, and he's like,
episode 2 and 3 last night. Back to back, man. What?
so I hear. So, do you want to shoot another episode? Do you want to talk to AC? Okay.
No, we're
So
back
say
there.
goodbye about tomorrow.
No, man, I don't know.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Ron.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
That's my final.
You knew what you were walking into.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ron!
Poppycock.
Poppycock's final thoughts. Craig, final thoughts.
I heard that it's a damn it, Ron.
Poppycock.
Whenever it catches on, it comes